Yes, this is what most Shopify store owners miss when it comes to growth. It's that it isn't just one thing. And we know that. We know that it's not just one thing that's going to grow your store, but it's a multiple of things that are going to grow your store. But did you know it's only 3 things that are going to grow your store? In this video, I'm going to break down what those 3 things are. I'm going to keep it simple for you. And that way, as you have ideas, you can put them in the buckets that they belong to, and you don't end up like the graveyard of Shopify store owners that have tried to do 50 things instead of 3. All right, so the 3 things are going to be, number 1, new customers. This is a bucket of people. These are people who have never bought from your store before. And you can find this in Shopify by looking up customer type and is not returning. And I think they even have a new in there, but I think it is not returning, or returning is false. So you go to your Shopify analytics, you go to reports, you go to sales over time, and then you filter by customer type or sale type. And that's how you're going to see who is a net new customer to my store. And you look at that in a time given periods. You may look at over 30 days, 90 days, last 7 days, today, and that will help you understand who are the new people coming to my store. So you have number 1 is new customers. Number 2 is going to be average order value. And this is going to be net average order value. Gross average order value would be the amount that somebody buys with you if before the discount and before any returns. And so what you want to do is look at this in a given day, and you want to look at the report in Shopify that says sales over time, and you want to look at how many orders you drove. And then you want to divide that by your net revenue. And say your net revenue is $100 and you had 10 orders, well, your net average order value is $10. But say you had a gross revenue of $200 divided by the 10 orders, that would mean your gross AOV or gross average order value is $20. So if you look at your gross average order value being 20 and your net being 10, that means that you're discounting 50% essentially. And so that can be misleading if you're looking at your store and you're like, yeah, my AOV is 20. And I see a lot of store owners get this wrong. I used to get it wrong. That's how I know. I see people looking at gross and not net, because by default, that's what Shopify gives you. So you want to look at how does somebody buy with you at a given time on the net. And then you can begin to look at cross sells and upsells and bundling to improve this number and increase this number. And the third lever is going to be returning customers or order frequency. So of the people who bought, how many people are people who have already bought before? Now, you probably guessed it because the first one we talked about the customer type being returning and we say false. This one is you go to customer type and say returning. Yes, they're a returning customer. And these are people who have bought before, and you want to see, okay, how did they come back and buy? And so if you look at these 3 levers, new customers, average order value, returning customers, those are really the only levers you have to focus on to grow this business. And then you can come up with a 30, 60, 90-day strategy around these growth levers to grow your business. And you may realize a lot of the ideas you have are around new customers, or a lot of them are around returning. But I find that most people, especially in this $250 a year to $1 million growing their store range, end up having a bunch of ideas for new customers and nothing for existing or average order value. So in this video, I just wanted to encourage you that there are 3 levers. You can focus on these in a strategic way, and that'll keep you from being overwhelmed by all the other things you can do. Speaking of the 3 growth levers, I have put together a free course down below that'll help you use those 3 growth levers to double your revenue in the next 90 days. And you can get this for free, no strings attached. Just go ahead and check that out. I created it so that way you don't have to hire an agency or a consultant to grow your store. And if you're under $1 million, I don't think you really should be. I think you should be doing this on your own or in-house, or having somebody help out every now and then to get you unstuck. But for the most part, you can probably do this in-house. And once you understand the fundamentals like this, then you can move forward from there. Remember, the pinky promise on this channel is that I am trying to help positively impact 2025 D2C marketers and store owners by the year 2025. And if that was you today, let me know in the comments below, and check out one of these videos in the meantime. if you end up not checking out the course right now. Actually, it's probably just on one side or the other. I'll see you then. Double or nothing. Peace.